Hi. So the last video was really long and I said a lot of stuff, and I'm gonna post both of them. But for the fan video, celebrating the Whitney 25th anniversary of The Bodyguard, I'm going to just talk about a few of the things that I love about that. First of all, the album for me has been a staple since I was little, and I really particularly took to it when I was in high school, young, and I was trying to be like, I want to be like Whitney. I had to be like Whitney. I had to sound like her. I had to do like everything. And I would come home every day and listen to The Bodyguard from front to back, to the point where my mom banned it for a while because I played it so much, and I'd be in there singing, Run to You, at the top of my lungs, or I Have Nothing, all those songs. Like, I would just play them out. Me and my friends would sing all sorts of songs off that album as we were walking through hallways, because I went to a magnet high school. I would come home every Friday from school like a nerd and watch The Bodyguard back to back. So The Bodyguard, when I was in high school, was definitely my go-to album. But the soundtrack in particular, what it's done for me in my life, is it has given me a blueprint of how I would want my music to influence the lives of others. And what I mean by that is, not only is it a blueprint for how a vocalist, I feel like, should sound, and how a vocalist should be, or how a vocalist should, create their music, down to the ballads that she sung, down to the upbeat songs, down to the way that she enunciated herself, the way that she, evoked emotion in those songs. Like, I feel like if you want an album that's truly, truly timeless, or a soundtrack, I should say, it's The Bodyguard. Like, hands down. Because not only was it at a time in Whitney's life where she was going through a new adventure, I also just feel like it was at a time where her vocals were also just so pure before they changed a little bit. And I'm not talking about change where people want to say in a bad way. I'm talking about change because as you get older, your voice matures. Like, I feel like that was the last element we saw of Whitney, where she still had that little bit of her older sounding energy from her first two albums, and that just the soundtrack just skyrocketed through the charts for a good reason. Like I was saying in my last video too, I think that in particular, if we're going to talk about one song, that I'm not saying that I Will Always Love You is my favorite song, but it's obviously a staple. I love that song. I can listen to it 24/7 if I wanted to. There's a reason why that song has become so timeless 25 years later. It's not just because I feel like everybody feels like if you can sing that song, you can sing. It's because the way that Whitney evoked emotion in that song, I don't think any artist has ever been able to duplicate that. I mean, you might not even have gone through anything remotely of what she's talking about in the song, but the way that she evoked that feeling of, I have to say goodbye to you, although I don't want to, but I'm gonna always love you, that nobody will ever be able to duplicate that. That's why for me as a vocalist, I don't like to sing that song, because I feel like if I'm not gonna evoke the same emotion as Whitney did, or if I can't, I'm not gonna even try. There's something about the way that she oozed her pain into that song, much more than just saying that someone can sing that song. Because I feel like if you're a good singer, you can arrange a song to sound like you. You could sound like her or hit those notes. But there's a difference between hitting a notes as a vocalist and really being a true artist and being true to your form and understanding what those lyrics really meant. And she had that, and I loved it. And that will never be duplicated. Personally, my favorite song off the album, if I had to choose one, that's kind of hard, but I really used to play I Have Nothing a lot, but since she's passed away, I haven't really been able to listen to that. Or I Will Always Love You. As those are really hard songs for me to like listen to at this point. But I think even back when I was younger, Run to You was definitely probably one of my, like, if I had to choose one, it would probably be Run to You. I don't really like to choose. However, it would be Run to You. And the reason why it would be Run to You is because I could relate to those lyrics, especially now, you know, being, you know, that feeling of I want to have someone to run to. I think everybody goes through that in their life, and, you know, wanting that person that you love to just be there and just hold on to you. But for me, her falsetto, like vocally, that song is so heavenly for me with her voice. The falsetto was on point. You know, the build, you know, I need you here to wipe away my tears, to kiss away my fears. Like, all that was just everything. Yes, Whitney, yes, you know. I don't know. She's just amazing. I don't know what else to say. Like, it's just timeless. Everything about the era, everything about the album, soundtrack, timeless. And I'm so grateful to be able to live to celebrate the 25th anniversary and keep Whitney's legacy alive. I love you, Whitney, forever and always. You will always have a special, special place in my heart. And nobody will ever be able to duplicate you, replace you, and some may try, including me. But, you know, I love you. I'm proud of you. So hope you're smiling down in heaven. You were loved. You were appreciated. And yeah. So I guess I'm going to sing a little bit. I know they asked in the video to sing, like, if you can sing How Long Can You Hold Out, I Will Always Love You. So I'm going to try to hold it out. Let's see. I hope life treats you kind. And I hope you have all you dreamed of. And I wish you joy and happiness. But above all this, I wish you love, love. And I couldn't even finish it because I'm not warmed up.